I built a highly successful multi-million dollar business using Google Ads, and this year they destroyed it. Hey, fellow marketers and entrepreneurs, my name is Frank, and I've been building small businesses online and off my entire adult life. Today I'm here with a cautionary tale about what happens when you rely too heavily on a business platform, in this case, Google. But this could just as easily happen on Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, X. It could really happen on any of these tech platforms. For many of us, advertising on these giants isn't even a choice. It's absolute survival. For example, in my niche, if you're not prominently featured at the top of a Google search, you might as well not exist, really. So let's be real. We've built our small businesses on their platforms, but they built their empires on our backs. It was our money, our hard work, and our trust that made them giants, and now we're kind of disposable to them. If their systems break down, and they do, if their algorithms misfire, and they do, there's just no support. There's no partner. There's only silence. I started advertising with Google in around the year 2000 when their ad platform was in beta. I opened this Google Ads account about 21 years ago. Back then it was called Google AdWords, and those were really good times. It was super simple. Blue links, 10-cent clicks, things were good. But since then, I've spent over $677,000 on this account alone and countless thousands on others. Google Ads worked. It wasn't perfect. Sure, I could complain, but it brought new prospects and clients through the funnel every single day. It exposed my business to people who were looking for exactly what it provides, simple and elegant. I didn't jump into Google Ads overnight. Like many business owners, we started small, just testing the waters while we still ran print ads, coupon mailers, and magazine placements, but slowly, gradually, we began shifting more and more of our marketing budget towards Google Ads. Why? Because it worked. Direct mail response rates were plummeting. Magazine ads are expensive and untrackable, but with Google, we could measure everything, and we saw results. So we doubled down again and again and again. And before long, Google Ads had replaced almost every other form of advertising that we used. It became our primary growth engine, our lead machine. It was the top of our funnel until it just wasn't. In January of this year, my nightmare started. Google flagged our business for something called Business Operation Verification, BOV. They said it's to confirm that advertisers are real and legitimate businesses. Fine. No problem. I run a legitimate U.S. corporation. We pay taxes. We've got a solid reputation. We're as legit as they come. Even though I thought it was overly invasive, I immediately complied with all of their requests. The BOV online form looks like something a high school kid put together in his basement. It should be embarrassing for a multi-billion-dollar company to interact with clients that way, but I still uploaded everything that they asked for. I sent corporate documents, I sent our employer identification number issuance letter from the IRS, tax filings, even my US passport. And guess what? That very same day, Google rejected us with a canned response.
Not enough documentation about your identity and licensing.
Even worse, your ads will be paused. And just like that, with those 5 words, everything stopped. No leads, no new clients, nothing. Suddenly, my cash flow dried up, and I did what many small business owners do from time to time. I dipped into my personal savings to keep paying my employees, to keep the lights on, and to buy some time to fix this problem with Google. In desperation, I even tried shifting my budget over to Microsoft Ads, only to discover that their search platform is another kind of nightmare altogether. What a scam. Maybe I'll make another video about Microsoft Ads and that disaster someday, but right now I'm busy fighting to save my business. So let's get back to Google. I thought, surely this is just a mistake. It's a glitch. I've been a loyal customer for decades. We sell a boring, legitimate product. No crypto scams, no shady stuff, no porn, no offshore accounts, just a normal, trustworthy, boring business. I haven't identified my business in this video because I don't want its brand dragged into this mess, but trust me when I say this is a legitimate business. I figured I'd just call Google and get it all cleared up. But have you ever tried contacting Google Ads support by phone? It's intentionally difficult. To get a phone number, you need to navigate through a ridiculous support page. It tries to get you to use an AI support assistant first. And then it tries to force you onto email, and it even tries to force you onto forum posts where they're trying to get the Google Ads community, other advertisers, to answer your problems and address your problems for you. Didn't make any sense. Somehow I did find their phone number. I think it was on another website, but I found the number and I dialed. But in order to proceed, I had to immediately enter my Google Ads account ID. So I did.
Hi, welcome to Google Ads. To get started, enter your 10-digit customer ID.
And immediately got this recording.
We're not able to offer phone support at this time. To explore support options, please visit the Google Ads Help Center at google.com/ads.
They were sending me back to the support portal and its AI assistant and the forum posts and the email. I'd already opened and closed tickets on this thing numerous times with absolutely no progress. I felt sick, helpless. No Google Ads equals no new clients. No new clients equals we're dead. I tried email, silence. I opened support cases again. They were immediately closed with automatic and generic responses. Over and over again, I tried resubmitting their business operation verification process. I ended up doing it more than 50 times. I'm thinking maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm making some kind of an error. No, every field was perfectly completed. Every detail was triple checked. Every rejection was identical. No explanation, no guidance, no human support available. This is what you get for $677,000 of ad buy on Google Ads. This is what you get. If you're spending between $30,000 and $50,000 a year advertising on Google Ads, expect zero support. I even tried another browser, thinking maybe it was the browser. I tried Chrome. I tried Firefox. Let me try another browser. I was getting desperate. This has now been going on for over 3 months. Every day, my funnel remains empty. I'm burning through personal savings just to meet payroll and to keep promises to suppliers and employees. I'm running out of money, and real families, including mine, rely on this business. Failure is not an option. Today, by some miracle, I tricked their phone system into connecting me with a human being.
Hi, my name is Shanali. I'm a Google Ads specialist, part of the new business team representing Google. May I know the reason for your call today?
Finally, I thought, someone who can help me. I'll take a Bangalore call center experience over silence any day. After all I needed them to do was to escalate my issue to a higher tier who'd be able to look into it, see what it was a glitch, fix it, and help me start spending money on Google Ads again. But instead of help, I got the script. You know the one because you've probably experienced it. I understand your concern. I'm happy to look into this for you. Let me check with my team. All of that call center stuff.
Thank you so much for patiently waiting, Frank. Well, I have just checked with my team regarding this. However, we see there are, certain campaigns that's been running. They were running with this customer ID number, but from my system that I'm trying to, allot or start off a new campaign again, it's not allowing me to do it, Frank.
She put me on hold twice, and after 20 minutes of back and forth, I realized something absolutely horrifying. There is no supervisor. There is no escalation path. There's only a woman sitting in an Indian call center reading from a flow chart, and when she reached the end of that flow chart, that's it.
As soon as you told me your concerns, I was the one to, get this discussed with my teams to what we can go ahead and do, but as per our policies, we only have the support link approachable right now for any concerns to address. So that would be the only process. If only there was anything that I can do from my end in order to put you to a live supervisor call, that would be a great help. But what we can do is we can definitely, in coming days, I'll take this feedback and we will definitely try to extend the support in order to address this kind of concerns.
She said she'd send me a link with a link to the support form. The support form I already filled out 50 times. I asked again if she could escalate it, and her answer was, there is no team for that. I pushed harder, politely. She told me she would terminate the call, and just like that, she was gone, and I've been unable to reach anybody at Google Ads ever since. In my desperation, I tried DMing at Ads Liaison. This is Ginny Marvin, Google Ads Product Liaison. I got no response from her either. I felt like she was my last hope of maybe getting this thing resolved. It says on her profile here, sharing insights on how Google Ads products and policies work and helping Google hear feedback. Google, Ginny, can you hear me? I've got feedback. But in the meantime, I want every entrepreneur, every marketer, every small business owner to hear this loud and clear. This can happen to you. It's not as rare as you think. You can spend decades building your brand. You can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on their platform. You can play by every rule and jump through every hoop, and still they can shut you out without warning, without recourse, without a human being to even speak with about it. We're not customers anymore. We're data points in a system that sees us only as revenue streams. And when something breaks, we become edge cases, not worth the cost of a human support representative, not worth the time to investigate. The system is optimized for scale, not service. It's cheaper for Google to let our businesses die quietly than to pay somebody to look into our issues. This isn't about fraud prevention. It's not about policy enforcement. It's about cost per ticket. And once you're flagged in the system, the math just says you're not worth helping. They built a platform that makes billions of dollars off of our ad spend, and they won't spend a few dollars to help us stay on it. So don't trust the platform. Build something that they can't take away from you. And if you're watching this from inside Google, do better. Because right now you're destroying the very businesses that help build yours. If you want to help me, please reach out. I'd love some help on this, but it shouldn't require this level of a rant to get things sorted out. And worst of all, I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I found entire threads on Reddit, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, dozens of business owners, marketers, and agencies all saying the same thing. Google shut us down. BOV is terrible. No human support. No way to appeal. Some had their accounts suspended after years of clean advertising history, like me. Some lost their revenue streams overnight, like me. Many never even got a reply, like me. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly the way they built it to work. To minimize cost, maximize scale, and let edge cases like me burn. I gave them my money, I gave them my time, I gave them my trust. And when the system failed, they gave me silence. But I'm not done. I'm not built to quit. Entrepreneurs adapt and overcome. That's what we do. I just want you to be warned and be careful. You could be spending $50,000 a month on Google Ads, and this could happen to you. So thanks for watching. If you can help me get this in front of more eyeballs, I'd really appreciate it. I know I'm supposed to ask you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I know the algorithm eats that stuff up. Thanks for your help. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There'll be more.